Well, thank you again. As you guys are probably well aware, this is being recorded. Please make sure that your microphone is muted, and we've scheduled this meeting to last for about an hour. So we will take some questions and answers at the end, and we look forward to interacting with you, and we will get started. So with the agenda today, these are some of our usual things that we cover with our open board meetings. The approval of minutes, we're going to talk about some of our board elections that are coming up, and then some updates that we've had for recent events and what to look forward to as we wrap up the school year. And the approval of minutes. Do I have somebody that's going to approve our recent meeting minutes?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Matt. So as some of you guys realize, these are the board members that have been your active PTO board officers. And so we've had, you can see here, we have 7 members. Is that 2, 4, 6, 7 members. And we are sad to see that 3 of them are actually going to be leaving us. And so we wanted to thank them I wanted to thank them for all their hard work that they've done. Some of them for the last couple of years, some of them were on the board, off the board, back on the board. So I just wanted to say a really nice heartfelt thank you to Victoria, Tanya, and Elise for all the things that you guys have done to support us, especially supporting me for the last year and the rest of us on all the events that we've been doing. So thank you. Thank you very much to everybody. And then just wanted to let you know that we are seeking new volunteers. And you can see here that these are the 9 board officer positions that we have. You can see in blue, those are all the official voting members. And then we have some other coordinating positions that are volunteer roles. They are not actually voting members, but they also are very active and help us in a lot of ways. And we've added some new positions as well. One of them is an elementary school yearbook coordinator, a volunteer coordinator, a website coordinator. And so some of these roles, you can learn more about the positions on our FoAEA.org website. And if anybody is interested in learning more about these positions, you can always reach out to us, and we would be happy to fill you in on any question or answer any questions that you might have. And as we wrap up the school year and look at our election process, we thought it might be nice to have an opportunity for those that can meet us. We can do a meet and greet at Harlan's around the corner from the elementary school. So if anybody is able to meet us, let us know. We could meet you on Tuesday, May 23rd, right after drop off. And then also on Friday, June 2nd, we are requesting that those that are interested in being on on the board and in serving in various coordinator positions, that you guys submit a letter of interest. And so that form is on our friend's website. And again, if you have a hard time finding it, we will send it to you. You can send us an email and we will send it to you. We will be doing our open board meeting on Tuesday, June 6th. And that will be via Zoom. So anybody that's interested, please let us know. If you're interested, we can share more information and share the process with you. But then shortly thereafter the elections, we're going to have on Thursday, June 8th, a new board meeting where we're going to be talking about the calendar and budget so that we can try and squeeze that in before the summer break. As you guys can imagine, we hit the hard fast before even school starts. So we have a number of events that happen before the very first day of school. So, so if anybody is interested, we encourage you to reach out to us, look at our website, and let us know if you are interested. And I'll turn this over to Julie to give an update on our treasurer information.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Many of you are probably familiar with our Friendsgiving program. We've spoken about it throughout this entire school year. It was a new initiative this year, allowing us to fund micro grants, as we're calling them, within our community for our teachers for various projects that they might want to or might need a little extra support on. So from the last 3 months, these are some of the projects that we've granted. We're really excited to work with both campuses. We do try to make sure that all the teachers on both campuses know that we're here for them. So we have some great projects that we were able to fund over the last 3 months. impacting first grade, the elementary school with Poem in Your Pocket, shade sales, and then our latest two projects, we are going to be sponsoring both promotions or graduation with t-shirts for the 8th graders and then gift bags for the 5th graders. So far, year to date for the school year, we've spent just under $14,000 and we have just over $6,000. We had put $20,000 into this program and we hope to continue it next year as well. The next slide is our spring grants, and I'm going to hand off to Matt Hill, our vice president, because he was in charge of the spring grant committee.
Hello, everybody. So we went ahead and put together a spring grant committee that met last week. We had 5 applications, 3 of which were approved. We're going to fund a portable Gaga pit at the elementary school, which is going to be an exciting addition to the PE program. We're going to fund a 3D printer at the middle school, which will replace the current printer, and I think is a great opportunity for our middle school students. And then lastly, we're going to fund some t-shirts at the middle school for a museum design project. We were very happy to get the applications that we did. We're going to be making some additions to criteria and the process at our next meeting. But I encourage all of the teachers and staff, if they have projects that are bigger, that are beyond the criteria for Friendsgiving, that they reach out and apply. And if any parents want to participate from either the elementary or middle school, we always need representation on these committees. And it's fun to be able to support our school and spend some money. Thanks.
Great, thank you. So give it back to Julie.
Yep, so the next 2 slides are just our income and expenses for March and April. I'm not going to read through all of these. You can take a look. We had a lot of things happening. March was particularly expensive, but all in a good way. Super excited that we were able to sponsor the book fair at the elementary school in March. And we also just found out that the middle school is doing a spring book fair at the end of this month in May. So we will be sponsoring a book for every middle school student there as well, which is great. The next slide has April, and you can see we had some run-a-thon action. These are definitely not the final numbers because a lot of money was raised for run-a-thon. So we will share that at our next meeting, and just some other items that have been happening around the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. And is Heather here? I think Heather's on.
Hey, yep. Yeah, not much for room parent, just I just sort of realized that at the very end of the year, of course, that there were a few classes who, for whatever reason, had not been getting some of the weekly emails from your room parents. So if anybody ever doesn't get an email or have questions about it, you can definitely just email me at esroomparent@foaea.org and I will try to get it sorted out. And yeah, other than that, just keep an eye out for those emails. We're still going to have a few more weeks of them. And I think that's about it for me.
Thank you, Heather. And is Jen on the call? I'm not sure if Jen is on the call. If Jen is not here, I guess I'll kind of.
Not.
Okay. So as you guys probably remember, we had our run-a-thon back in April, and Julie mentioned that we've had some expenses associated with it, but we did raise a fair amount of money. And I don't know what the exact number will be, but Jen mentioned that it was more than $30,000 to stock the new gymnasium that is being built. And so I know the PE coaches are looking forward to that. And so some of that will also help fund some Friends of Albert Einstein projects. And as Matt mentioned, you know, we are dedicated to supporting the PE. So if it's the Gaga pit or the new gymnasium, so we're giving back to the sports for both campuses. Well, the Rock and Run-a-thon was for the elementary school, I guess specifically, but the prizes will be delivered soon, and I believe they've been ordered. And so the students that raised a lot of money that will earn those prizes will be hearing shortly, and we'll be getting their prizes. So stay tuned. And as far as the STEM by Friends event, this was an event that was headed up by Anthony. And I know Anthony's not on this call, but My understanding, I wasn't there, but my understanding, it was a very positive event that had close to 200 attendees. It was held on Saturday, April 29th at the elementary school, which I think was a welcome on-campus event for the first one since the COVID lockdown. So we've been fortunate to have on-campus events at the middle school, but this was the first real community event that we've been able to do at the elementary school. So this was a really nice step in the right direction. And for those that attended, you guys saw the hands-on science stations for the students. Mathnasium was a key sponsor there. They helped broaden a lot of activities for the students, and they also provided some raffle prizes for the students. And so I think it was a fun event for all that attended. And we're looking forward to continuing this event for future years. I'll let, I guess maybe Julie or Heather talk about the STAW.
I'll jump in. So Heather and I were in charge of STAW this year, which was great. Heather, thank you for your support. We put together a lot of events, but I listed them all here, but I just really want to say thank you to all the families that participated, because Chalk the Walk and Stock the Lounge just would not be the same without everyone's participation. And then we also had some great donors this year that really supported the school and our budgets. We had Dark Horse Coffee donated one day up for both campuses. 7Cs had their coffee truck at the elementary school, fully sponsored, no cost to us, which is so great. And then we also had a new vendor this year, Familia Español, who did an amazing taco buffet, and everybody raved about it. They gave us special pricing, so we really, really appreciate that. We honestly couldn't do it without everyone's participation. Heather, did you want to add anything further?
No, I mean, you said it all. It was great. I mean, the Stock the Lounge, I'm always amazed at how many people sort of just show up at the last minute. I feel like and just drop off so much stuff. And yeah, and the Chalk the Walk was great. Too bad. I mean, it rained, of course, a couple of days.
Oh, I know. Last year that chalk was there for 3 months. This year it was like a week. Actually, Christine, if you go to the next 2 slides, there's pictures.
But yeah, it was great.
So here's some pictures from Chalk the Walk, and then the next slide is Stock the Lounge. And then we also collected flowers for all the teachers. That happened to be from one of my kids' classes, but every teacher got a ton of flowers and thank you notes and cards. And I just hope the teachers and staff felt appreciated, because honestly, they do so much for all of our kids. So that's why we do this.
Yeah, no, it was awesome.
And just as a side note, there were several emails that did come in from administration and the teachers, and they were very grateful. So yes, they expressed their gratitude to us as well. So yes, great. So as far as upcoming events, I hate to say this, but if you haven't heard about our gala, I'm thinking that you're living under a rock somewhere. So we are really trying to get the word out that either low tech or high tech, that the gala is coming up this Saturday. And as you guys are hopefully aware, it is our biggest fundraising event and the most fun. And so it's going to be helping to raise money for field trips and assemblies and teacher grants and all the wonderful things that we just highlighted in the previous slides that we give back to the students and the teachers. So the event is this Saturday. It's not too late to still get your tickets. And if you'd like to get your tickets, go to our website, FoAEA, and find the gala page. And there's tons of information there. And if you're interested in volunteering, we would love your support. There are a number of opportunities still to volunteer, and you can send us an email at gala@FoAEA if you'd like to volunteer, either helping in the last few days right before the event or at the event as well. And I will just share with you that for the silent auction, that is actually live, and we had that go live on Saturday. So hopefully you guys have, those of you have been able to tool around and check out. There are more than 200 items that have been donated, and it's a smattering of all kinds of wonderful things for outings and the students, and outings to get out of town as well. So take a check it out. And the silent auction goes from now until 7:55 on Saturday. And then we will close it and we will have our live auction at the event. So you do not need to be at the gala to participate in the silent auction. You do not need to be there to win items. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. But we hope that you come to our gala because it will be a really fun event. And if you are at the gala, you can actually bid on the live auction items. So as part of the online bidding, you can see the different items that are going to be available for the live auction. The preview is going on right now, and there are more than 10 items. You can see that there's a number of overnight stays and experiences. And so go check it out. And then when you're at the event, you know exactly which type of events or what type of live auction items you'd like to bid on. And one of the other things too that we have as part of the gala is a raffle that is available for anybody that's in our community, or friends of family as well. You do not need to be at the gala to win the raffle, but if you'd like to participate, we also have on our website, the raffle tickets are for sale, $50 per ticket. And this is an opportunity to win a prize that was generously donated by Viejas Casino and Resort. And they are donating a weekend stay for two, or a weekend getaway, I should say, for two. And you can see it includes some meals and massages. And so get your raffle tickets. The deadline to buy raffle tickets is 7 o'clock on Saturday night. Sorry, it's not on the slide here, but you can buy your raffle tickets now until Saturday at 7 p.m. And then at that point, it'll be closed down. And then we will announce the winner at the gala about 8 o'clock at 7:55. So we'll announce the winner at the gala. And we have another upcoming event that is not taking place until August, but I wanted to remind everybody that the deadline to purchase the tickets for the Padres German Heritage Game is coming up on June 1st. So we have a block of seats that are reserved for us. We've done this in the past, and it's a Sunday, August 6th against the Dodgers at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you'd like to get your tickets, you can go onto our website, the Friends website, find the link and order your tickets and get them before June 1st, because otherwise the block of seats are released to the general public. And so you won't be able to sit with us anymore. And so everybody that attends gets one of these cool Padres German hats. And every year they have a different style. So that's the design for this year's game. As far as other upcoming events, we recently had Kona Ice that was at both the Kona Ice was only at the only at the middle school, and that was earlier in May. And so now we have the elementary school. Kona Ice will be taking place this Thursday, right after school in front of the campus. The truck will be parked by the loading dock. And so then in June, there will be 2 more opportunities for the schools. Middle school on June 1st, elementary school on June 15th. And then we also have our beach picnic at Deanza Cove, which will take place on Sunday, June 4th. And so if you'd like to show up, you don't need to do anything fancy. It's a free, fun event. Just bring your picnics and your beach toys and your swimsuits. And we did this last year, had a wonderful turnout of kids just hanging out in the bay and having fun. And then we also have on Wednesday, June 7th, a volunteer breakfast that is coordinated and hosted by the administration. And so anybody that has been a room parent or helped with any of our events throughout the year, we encourage you to join us for the volunteer breakfast. It is going to be in the lunch arbor right after drop off. So Wednesday morning, after you drop the kids off, you can come inside on campus and have the breakfast with all of us other volunteers that have helped support various events. And this is another thing that was initiated by a parent. The week of June 5th, we have a sneaker recycling collection program for GOT sneakers. And so one of the parents heard about this wonderful opportunity for us to collect outgrown shoes. So if you have any of your students that have outgrown shoes or they've got holes in them, it's a nice opportunity to drop them off. We will have some bins set out similar to what we did with Lanterna Fest with the jackets. We are going to have an opportunity for you guys to drop off used or outgrown shoes so that it reduces waste and keeps the sneakers out of the landfill. What they do is they recycle it. First of all, any outgrown shoes that are still usable, they will choose those that can be gifted, I guess, to those that are in need, that need tennis shoes. But those that truly are too beat up to be gifted or passed along to someone else, they will recycle them. So stay tuned for that. And then our last day of school is Friday, June 16th. And that is, I can't believe, just not that far away. So we will do a last day of school potluck at the 28th Street Park near the elementary school. And so we did this last year with a really nice turnout, and we will have a sign up genius, or we'll figure out something. I can't remember what we did last year, but stay tuned for an opportunity to let us know what you might bring, and we'll have some tables. And it's just a nice way to let the kids run around and have fun, and families can hang out and enjoy the minimum day school schedule that will be taking place on that last day of school. So if you have any other questions, you can see our complete list of upcoming events on our website. And if you have any questions or if you'd like to support us in any way, we still have the Farm Fresh to You, and you can always donate directly through our website. And if you'd like to stay connected with us, we have our Facebook group, we have our friends website. You can scan those QR codes. And I'll open this up to any questions or comments that anybody might have. Thank you again for being here, by the way. Do we have any questions or comments?
Nothing in the chat.
This was too easy. Would any other board members like to chime in on anything that was brought up? Any elaboration on anything?
I just wanted to give a shout out to Angie for her station, or I guess stations at the STEM event. I sat during her discussion with both my son and daughter, and they really learned a lot. And so thank you for, I'm not sure if anybody else is on that participated. I just recognize Angie, and so I wanted to say thanks.
Great, thank you. I think, is Angie still on?
She is. She wrote thanks in the chat.
Okay, great.
And I'm still drinking a can at least of Pepsi per day, despite the soda sugar display. But my kids are giving me a hard time about it. So for what it's worth.
All right, any other questions or comments or anything from the board?
I can get this from you later, but a little more information about the sneaker thing that I can put on the email.
Yes, yes, and that actually is a little bit of a more, I don't want to say a last minute thing, but one of the parents asked if we could do it, and I thought, sure, let's do it. I'll start promoting it or let people know about it, because she said that she's going to be out there at the drop off and pick up, and we'll dump the bin and she'll monitor it. So,
Okay.
But yeah, stay tuned. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just going to say that we're again doing the Schultüten, just so that everybody knows that that's still happening again for the fall. So all of the incoming kinders will be getting a Schultüte. It's all in the hands of the fourth graders right now who are creating those. Teachers are organizing that, and they'll get that back to us. So that's always great to see that the teachers are really supportive of that and supporting us, helping us get those out there. So anybody that has any incoming kinders, they can look forward to getting a Schultüte as well. Again, those are those school cones. That was one thing. And then the second thing I wanted to say, and Heather, we just talked about it, and I said, let's not mention it, but I thought, I guess I can just put it out there that we're looking at doing a drive again for used uniforms. That is something that a Girl Scout troop, my troop, actually did over the last years. And they did it at the barbecue again. All of my girls are actually going on the exchange trip to Germany. So it'll probably be supported by the troop leaders. But the girls definitely wanted to do that again. They'll be sorting over the summer. So if everyone just keeps an eye out on your emails or on the Facebook pages for when those donations can be made in front of the school, both the elementary school and the middle school, and we'll try to get that started so that we can at least have something for everybody to grab from at the back to school events.
Yeah, I'll put something in the email for like the next week after the gala.
Yeah,
I'll put more in it.
Yeah, once I have the details, we can put it down on paper. But I thought at least I know just to at least put it out there. But yeah, the girls are all going to be gone for the next 3 weeks, and the last thing on their mind right now is trying to figure out what to do with the uniforms. They're all just trying to figure out how to pack all their stuff. They leave all on Thursday, that whole 7th, 8th grade group of kids going to the exchange. So thanks.
Great, thank you, Tanya. Anything else? All right. Well, I think we're lightning speed with these meetings. Maybe it's the end of the year. So, well, thank you everyone for being here. We hope you enjoyed learning about the various things that are still coming up as we wrap up the school year. So stay tuned for more.
Can I ask one quick question? I'm so sorry. This is Allison. Just a quick question. Do we have any idea about next year and any programs on campus? I just saw Angie's note in the chat, and I know this is always the thing that that we need to do every day is try to figure out what's going on at that middle school after school. Have we heard anything, any sprinkles of light or hope?
As far as like after signing at the elementary school?
Yes.
I have not. If I'm not mistaken, I do recall at one of the Board of Trustees meetings, they said that they were going to be increasing the head count. I want to say this year it was like 150 is what they're at right now. And I want to say they said something about 225. So it is more students, but it's still going to be, I think, on this invitation only. I have not heard anything about like a pay for program option or anything other than what is currently offered, and it would just be expanded, I think. But I don't know anything else. I don't know if anybody else has heard anything else from the Board of Trustees meetings.
No.
Do you think we ask the Board of Trustees? Do you think we encourage it? I mean, what is our next step? COVID has been over for 2 years. What's our next step? I mean, this is a big deal our kids are missing out on. And I feel so sad for them. And I know a lot of kids are transitioning to middle school, but I would hope that we could have some movement. And I know, again, it's not you, it's not anybody on this call that's limiting us. So does anybody have any ideas?
To my understanding is that it's maybe not such a Board of Trustees thing. I think it's a administration thing, and the ELOP coordinators and what administration is feeling is, I guess, reasonable, I guess, given their, as they say, the staffing and the space constraints. I bring it up as often as I can with them, and I ask, and so I don't know exactly what the next steps are. We'll keep you posted, and maybe the board can talk about and see what we can do. But that's all the information that I have as of now. I'm sorry, I don't have more.
So I would offer my observation from overall that the more voices that are heard and demonstrated to them, the more likely the one will be heard. So I would say that a petition might be a good thing. Showing up with a lot of people at a board meeting, I think would be impactful. But I think individual social media posts or individual emails to administrators are not as likely to be effective as things done en masse. So if you have the ability or experience with doing petitions or...
Oh, Match, don't you know that's my favorite thing to do in life is our petition. So yes. All right. Well, I'll start that. I mean, I'll start the petition. Again, I hate the petition because I feel like it's kind of obnoxious at this point, but we got to do something. I mean, we can't, I mean, my youngest is in 5th grade now, and it's like, come on, their class is a really, really good class too. And they've got a lot of really active parents. And I feel like if anybody's going to move it, it's going to have to be this 5th grade class. So I'll start the petition if we don't mind, trying to say, we want to start the next school year with some after school activities. It's so important for their development to hang with their friends and to do things with their friends at school. And like we've all said, Friends has the money. I mean, we'll all raise the money. We'll all contribute the money. I don't want to exclude people or kids because they can't pay for it. So
well,
we just...
Allison, I appreciate your passion. I encourage you. I mean, the unfortunate thing, it's not a funding thing. Friends, as you probably know, Friends offered up some money and it wasn't a funding thing. So I don't think throwing money after good money is the solution right now, but we do have the funds, but it is something that's not the issue.
Okay, so I'll do that then. I'll do that before June 1st, is I'll get the petition going while everybody's still excited about the next school year. And we'll just say, hey, come on, let's start our new school year off. And then hopefully we can just keep passing it around and get as many parents to contribute and then go back and present it, to the Board of Trustees. Here's our petition. We would like to move it. Yep. All right. If you guys think of anything else, let me know. I'll start that by June 1st.
Okay.
Allison, I think you had already, you guys were already on a great path before with trying to get teacher buy-in and stuff. And I know that didn't really go where we wanted it to go at that point, but I think that's definitely an opportunity to be able to have the teacher backing to say, hey, we can use this, we can do this, at least, you know, another step where it's not just a petition, or it's not just saying, it's actually coming up with, you know, some sort of plan and solution and opportunity with the teacher. And the more maybe we do that, the more opportunity we might have to convince them that it's something that we need.
Well, that's what we did, Tanya, right? Like
I
was
know,
like,
that's what I was saying.
Mr.
Like,
Hernandez, right? Like,
I
let's
know.
do one chess club, just the 4th and 5th graders. Like, they're the most mature. I mean, Mr. Hernandez knows Oliver's in Mr. Hernandez class. Like, and Mr. Hernandez, he said yes almost before I pushed send, right? He was like, I've always had Spanish in my class. You were always welcome to do it in my classroom. So he was pumped. Frau Lytle said the same thing. Whenever I can support them. So,
and that's where I wonder, like, on that petition, rather even than just like doing a neutral, like, do you sign and blah, blah, blah. But if you say, like, this is what happens, right? Like, this is the case that where we had something, an opportunity, we know that we can have an opportunity again, and then, you know, do it that way where you actually have a tangible piece that you can bring to the table. I mean, I don't know, you know, we're all, it's, yeah. I know, we talked about it. That's why I said that, because I was like, maybe if we do more of that and we put that out there, then.
Well, and we don't want to beat the dead horse, right? We know there's construction. Nobody's asking to have a big outdoor fest. We're not asking for basketball classes, but we're asking for chess or coding. I mean, we have so many, claymation. We have all of these.
And we have music. If it's possible to do the music once a week with the 5th graders, you know, there's definitely wiggle room, right? So the 5th graders had the opportunity to do their strings with the music teacher from the middle school. So it's definitely, you know, I would say using that as a best practice, you know, maybe that's where we go.
Okay. All right. I think you're right. We'll just do the specific things. Maybe we narrow it, right? We want smaller programs on campus. We want the ability to let our students stick around and hang out. And if they need whatever they need, if they need coordinators, volunteers, however they need it, they certainly don't need the money. So, all right, I'll stop beating my dead horse. I know.
Allison, just to remind you, the Board of Trustees meeting for the month of May is this upcoming Tuesday, the 23rd. And there's always a public comment section where you have up to 3 minutes to perhaps advertise your thoughts.
Okay. Maybe I'll do that, advertise it. I mean, they certainly know, right? And Greta knows. I mean, we've beaten this horse. So yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll advertise it there. I'll do my public comment, and then I'll post it all, and then we'll do it by June 1st, because then we all see each other and we're all excited after the gala. So hopefully we'll get enough petitions and then keep passing it around, and hopefully by August we get some change. So thanks, guys. I know everybody here wants the same thing. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Allison. Anyone else have any questions or comments? I guess not. Anything else in the chat box? Okay. Well, I guess we'll wrap this up. Thank you, guys. And like I mentioned earlier, elections are coming up. And so our next, let me see, our next, it'll be a Zoom meeting. June 6th would be for our elections. So we encourage you to spread the word and encourage people to be involved, or you yourself be involved. So thank you very much for joining us tonight, and we will talk to you soon, and look forward to keeping in touch and seeing you guys at the gala on Saturday night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.